So I want to talk to you guys about something specifically called a mother wound. And I want to talk about this for a couple of reasons. If you're a female, you may likely run into a man or a male who has a mother wound. It's called a mother wound. You may be married to one. You may start dating one. And if you have children already, you may not even realize that you are causing a mother wound. Why? Because we are all imperfect. I'm a mother, and I am sure that I caused some sort of mother wound to my son. I am, in fact, to my sons, to my boys, but especially my oldest one who I'm working with right now. I've been actively working on any type of unintentional mother wounds that I could have caused, right? This is usually very unintentional. Some mother wounds are more hurtful and more impactful to the child, to the man, and hurt deeper than what they might realize, okay? So I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist or anything like that. I'm just a person who has always kind of been interested in the human experience. I'm a person that was raised with a mother who was that way and who was very good and very, very forward thinking and very open and honest with her experiences of healing and you know, having to reparent herself and her, you know, things that she went through as a child and things like that. And she was open with me about that. And I absorbed a lot of things from her, learned things from her, even if I didn't want to at the time. I'm so glad that I did, because it stayed with me through the years. And I've been able to kind of reach back to some of those memories and trainings that she did and go back and do more research, right? But it also showed me how a person can change at any time. A person can decide to change at any time, at any age, no matter what. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what state you live in. It doesn't matter what car you drive, what job you have. It doesn't matter what religion you are. If you want to heal from anything and you want to grow and be better, you can just decide to do that. You can just decide to stop certain behaviors and change, pivot, heal, and grow beyond that wound, trauma, or that pattern. And if nothing else, that's what I got from my mother and my father, but specifically my mother. And I'm thankful for that. I thought other people naturally did that. I really did. I thought other people at some point just kind of naturally realized that certain behaviors and things were not serving them, and they would look into the same type of thing or whatever and get the knowledge and just change. Apparently not. But apparently, especially with men, men tend to kind of run from their feelings and run from their emotions and don't want to actually deal with things. They want to stick their head in the sand and pretend that that situation or that thing or that hurt or that pain that either they caused or they felt from somebody doesn't exist. That's not acceptable. Especially now that we have all kinds of knowledge on apps, on websites, on videos, on platforms, AI, everything. Now there is no longer any excuse to be like, oh, I don't know no better. Back in the old days, when there was no World Wide Web and no YouTube and no videos, no apps, no therapy apps, you know, when you just had to have money for a therapist or whatever and time to go sit on a couch. Therapy is not like that anymore. Healing is not like that anymore. I mean, yeah, some people still do that, but you don't have to. And the most important thing when it comes to healing a trauma or a wounding of some sort, is number one, acknowledgement. Acknowledgement that there is one. Then deciding to change a pattern, to stop self-sabotaging behaviors, to stop any type of behaviors that either you are doing to yourself, or you are allowing somebody else to do to you, or you are doing to somebody else. Okay? And that requires humility. First, that requires humility to even think like that. Okay? To even think like that. Sorry, I just put my lipstick on, guys, so I'm about to go work. Anyway, okay, so if you have humility, humility allows you to stop and look in the mirror. It doesn't have to be forever, okay? But at different times, to check in on yourself. This is what humility does. Humility will cause you to pray, to stop, drop, and pray. Drop to your knees, pray, and look in the mirror, ask God to show you what you're doing wrong, or what is wrong, and why you keep repeating a particular pattern or a situation. Like, why does this keep happening to me? Why can I not keep a wife happy? Why have I gotten married and run off 5 different women, for example? If I'm a woman, or if you're a woman, why do I keep marrying or getting with the same type of man who wants to keep beating me up? Or why am I with someone who continues to aggravate, trigger certain things inside of me? You know, like, why am I attracted to men that are alcoholics? Or whatnot. Just patterns. Things that you are seeing that may be repeating in your life. There is something there. There is a reason for that. So if you are at least curious and a little humble, it will cause you to dig deeper as to what is causing this repeated behavior in your life. And when that happens, that is the biggest part to pivoting, to changing outcomes. It's just that right there. Deciding or seeing that there's a problem, there's an issue, admitting that, seeing that, and then going to your knees, being humble enough to ask for help with that.